How much money do you actually need invested to generate $4,000 every single month without working? For many people, that number determines when they can retire. But here's the surprising part. Most people guess completely wrong. Some believe they need $3 million. Others think $500,000 will do it. Both of those answers can be dangerously inaccurate. And if you get this number wrong, one of two things usually happens. You either work far longer than you actually needed to, or you retire too early and discover your money doesn't last. So in this video, we're going to break down the exact math behind generating $4,000 per month from investments. You'll see the real number behind it, the reason that number often changes, and the simple framework you can use to calculate your own retirement income target. And once you understand the math, you'll realize something important. The number most people focus on isn't actually the most important number. Let's start with the first step. Almost every financial conversation skips. If you want $4,000 per month, your investments must produce $48,000 per year. $4,000 times 12 equals $48,000. That annual number is what matters because retirement income is always calculated annually. Now the next question becomes simple. How large does an investment portfolio need to be to generate $48,000 per year? This is where something called the 4% rule comes in. The 4% rule comes from historical market research analyzing decades of stock and bond returns. The conclusion was that withdrawing roughly 4% of a diversified investment portfolio each year has historically allowed the money to last about 30 years in most scenarios. So if you want $48,000 per year, you divide that number by 0.04, and that gives you about $1,200,000. So according to the classic 4% rule, a portfolio of roughly $1,200,000 could potentially generate about $4,000 per month. For many people, that number alone is surprising. But here's where things start getting interesting. Because $1,200,000 is not the final answer. It's just the starting point. And depending on your situation, your real number could be hundreds of thousands of dollars higher. But before we talk about why, it helps to see how this actually plays out in real life. Imagine someone named Mark. Mark is 60 years old. After decades of investing through his 401k and retirement accounts, his portfolio has grown to about $1,200,000. If Mark follows the 4% rule, he could withdraw around $48,000 per year from his investments. That works out to $4,000 per month. But Mark also receives Social Security. Let's say his benefit is about $1,500 per month. Now suddenly Mark's total retirement income isn't $4,000 anymore, it's $5,500 per month. And when you start looking at retirement this way, something interesting happens. You stop thinking about one big number and you start thinking about income streams working together. Retirement planning isn't always about replacing your entire paycheck with investments. Often it's about closing the gap between your investments and other income sources. But here's the catch. There are three major factors that can change the math dramatically. And the first one surprises a lot of investors. Taxes. If most of your retirement savings are inside traditional accounts like a 401k or traditional IRA, every dollar you withdraw is taxed as ordinary income. So if you withdraw $48,000 per year, you may not actually keep $48,000. Depending on your tax situation, you might only keep something closer to $40,000 after taxes. Which means if your goal is spending $4,000 per month after taxes, your withdrawals may actually need to be higher than $48,000 per year. And that pushes the portfolio requirement higher as well. But taxes are only the first surprise. The second factor quietly reshapes every retirement plan. Inflation. Inflation slowly erodes the purchasing power of your money over time. $4,000 per month today will not buy the same lifestyle 20 years from now. If inflation averages around 3% per year, the numbers change quickly. In 10 years, $4,000 today would need to be roughly $5,400 per month to maintain the same lifestyle. In 20 years, it would be closer to $7,200 per month. Think about that for a moment. What feels like a comfortable retirement income today may feel very different 2 decades from now. That means your investments can't just produce income. They also need to continue growing, so your purchasing power keeps up with rising costs. And then there's the third factor, how long retirement actually lasts. People are living longer than ever. If someone retires at 60 and lives to 90, that means their portfolio needs to support 30 years of income. And some people live even longer than that. Because of this, many financial planners recommend using a more conservative withdrawal rate for longer retirements. Instead of 4%, they might suggest 3% or 3.5%. And this small change has a massive impact on the numbers. Let's run the same calculation again using a 3% withdrawal rate. If you need $48,000 per year and divide it by 0.03, the required portfolio becomes about $1,600,000. Now look at the difference. At a 4% withdrawal rate, you need around $1,200,000 invested. At a 3% withdrawal rate, the number rises to about $1,600,000. That's a $400,000 difference, simply based on how conservative you want your plan to be. But here's the twist many people overlook. Your investments may not need to generate the entire $4,000 per month, because other income sources can dramatically change the equation. Let's go back to the Social Security example. If Social Security provides $1,500 per month, your investments only need to generate $2,500 per month. That equals $30,000 per year. Now apply the 4% rule again. $30,000 divided by 0.04 equals roughly $750,000 invested. Think about what just happened. Instead of needing $1,200,000, your required portfolio drops to around $750,000. That's nearly $500,000 less. This is why retirement planning isn't just about reaching a specific investment number. It's about understanding how different income sources work together. But there's another important question hiding behind all of this. How long does it actually take to build a portfolio like this? Let's walk through a simple example. Assume someone invests consistently in diversified index funds and earns a long-term average return of around 7% after inflation. If someone invests $500 per month, it could take roughly 40 years to reach about $1,200,000. If they invest $1,000 per month, the timeline drops closer to 33 years. And if someone invests $2,000 per month, they could potentially reach that level in around 26 years. The key takeaway isn't the exact timeline. It's how powerful compounding becomes over time. In the early years, progress feels slow. Your portfolio grows, but not dramatically. But once your investments reach certain milestones, something interesting starts happening. The growth begins accelerating. At that point, your investments start generating returns large enough to significantly boost the portfolio each year. Eventually, the growth from your investments can become larger than the amount you're contributing yourself. And that's the moment when wealth building starts to feel very different. That's why experienced investors often say the first $100,000 is the hardest. After that milestone, the math of compounding starts working much faster. So if your goal is generating $4,000 per month in retirement, the framework looks like this. At a 4% withdrawal rate, you need about $1,200,000 invested. At a more conservative 3% withdrawal rate, you may need closer to $1,600,000. But if other income sources like Social Security cover part of your expenses, the required portfolio could be significantly lower. The most important step is understanding the math behind the goal so you can build a realistic plan. Because once you know the number you're aiming for, every dollar you invest moves you closer to financial independence. And if you want to understand why reaching your first $100,000 invested completely changes the speed of compounding, watch the video on your screen right now. Because once you cross that milestone, building wealth starts accelerating in a way most people don't expect. Click that video and I'll see you there.